Every sexual fantasy you've ever had just came true. How does your life change? Well, I probably just died from dehydration, so there's that. A lot of them are mutually exclusive. The world has a runtime error and breaks. That's a lot of fucking. At least they were all smoking hot. Most of all, I'd probably be searching for a new job because things with my boss would get pretty weird. 8-year-old account, and this is the first comment you decide to post. I have more children than Genghis Khan and I probably have several illnesses. Now there are several more women disappointed in my sexual prowess. Well, Star Destroyers exist, so that's big. Ah yes, I too want to fuck a Star Destroyer. Alexandra Daddario is left wondering, it can't get any worse, right? I should change the bed sheets. I'm no longer a lonely virgin. I'm only lonely now, cool face. Does it count if I'm not in them? Cause most of mine are from fictional characters. Fuck those spiders, Ron, right in their arachnoginas. My balls have been drained so thoroughly that they can never function again. All my lemons will be stolen, crying face, goddamn lemon stealing whores. The good news for you guys, the Citadel exists, EFTL is possible, and the Sari as a race find humans sexually irresistible. The bad news for you guys, they all have penises and domination fetishes. Where's the bad news? I'd need a throwaway to answer this. Get the throwaway. Otherwise I won't answer. Haiku by Voigtkampf. I'd be married, pregnant, in a mosh pit wearing clown makeup. Hates me clown husband baby daddy. Man, half of these comments are either depressing or just strange. You guys have quite the imagination. My fantasy is just having someone to love who is a fictional furry character and lots of knotting would be involved. Christmas just became a lot more awkward. Nobody, Pornhub, stepsister blows me under the Christmas tree while the family watches. Jeffrey Dean Morgan owes me a fuckload in child support. I'm probably nearly dead, goddamn kinky MF. Or someone else is. Honestly, it probably changes for the worse. I'd have to think a lot about the moral implications of my sexual fantasies. Are they coming true because some random famous person and I just happened to meet and they're actually attracted to me? Because I ran into the cute girl from high school at the local grocery and we started flirting? Or do they just show up in my bedroom very horny and very confused? Do they get a real choice? Do I get a real choice? Also, what about the people who aren't attracted to women who are now just fucking me? Did I just interfere with a core part of their identity because of my new great and terrible power? And that doesn't even touch on some of the fantasies that are only fantasies because I probably/definitely wouldn't actually enjoy them physically. On a lighter note, thanks for making me instantly think about which fantasy I'd most want if I could somehow make one come true without it being questionable. Really enjoying this big orgy of all my favorite Avengers plus Charlize Theron that I've cooked up in my head. The orgy of what? I'm dead, broken, exhausted, and require plastic surgery to get the smile off my face. I walk real funny and my jaw aches for weeks. Also, my personal trainer and my husband will not be able to look each other in the eye, or will high-five each other every time they see each other, IDK. I'm in a white van driven by my boyfriend and #X200B, don't ask. C/kidnapping? Not the worst I've heard. I'm now not a virgin anymore. Slut, I bet you shower naked. I'm exhausted for months stuck in some very strange post-apocalyptic wasteland with all kinds of freaky shit. Sorry, op. In my fantasies we don't talk afterwards, and you'd have turned into a giant pizza. Ever? Like everything I ever thought of as a teenager, every fantasy society I've inserted myself into, and every passing intrusive thought of a vaguely sexual nature, all at the same time. Well, being a bisexual switch who went through a number of phases with different preferences for gender, power imbalance, and less orthodox things, the only logical conclusion is the birth of the multiverse. My boyfriend fucks me without me suggesting it. Like yeah, I get he wants to know I consent, but like I don't want to have to say let's fuck while we're making out. I just want a seamless session, not a 3-minute awkward pause. Oh, and for him to be on top. Death. By Snoo Snoo. I have a sexual fantasy of banging Op's mom because she raised a good boy. I'm a dragon, and that about sums it up. I get hugged by my crush and we go get an ice cream. I guess I would be a bit happier person after that. I go to jail. Cute Morgana suffocated in a wall. Amontillado doesn't really do it for me. Monster girls everywhere for everyone. Monster guys too for the girls. I'm now a pregnant male with the children of Watto from Star Wars. Garfield and Benedict Cumberbatch have a family, and Pokemon are real and eat each other's asses. What the fuck? Child support. Child support every day. There would be a lot more creatures, plants and humanoids running around. Hell, I'm pretty sure the laws of physics would be broken too. My wife might not be happy about some of it. Mine can't stand to see me happy, either. I have someone to snuggle with. I end up in the hospital. I'm suddenly a lot more attractive. I get millions a year in hush money from Bill Gates. Sounds good, Lamau. My dick will turn into dust. Did Thanos snap? I would no longer be able to look anybody in the eye. Well, human bodies don't actually do that, so I mean, excluding those ones some hospital time. Assuming my current partner would be the helping hand in this, we have a very extreme sex life now. I'll be in and out of the hospital for a while. It doesn't. My sexual fantasies happen all the time. My husband lets me eat his ass, that's all I could ask for. I've been transported to the 90s, made sweet sweet love to Keanu Reeves, dominated Trent Reznor, and got lucky with a conveniently bisexual Winona Ryder. Also, I'm like way hotter than I actually am and at least a few inches taller with bigger boobs. Now pressing F to pay respects to your dead inbox full of thirsty messages from desperate people. Well, thanks. Now I have nothing left to live for. Lying to myself that I will one day act on my simple, entirely achievable, sexual fantasies was the only thing motivating me to get out of bed in the morning. I'd be dead, my body dismembered and scattered in the woods somewhere. That's, not a joke either. I'm gonna regret this, but I gotta know. As someone that's asexual and aromantic, do I just get some amazing, restful sleep? Because I would almost literally kill a person for that right now. I'd be married to the same woman I have been. Smile. Found the guy who shares a Reddit account with his partner. Unless he's married to Jill, of course. Every guy has dated a Jill, and sees Jill from time to time even after they're married. I'm not sure how to explain it in detail, so I'll summarize it in a few words. FBI open up. Probably best to keep it to a few words, am I right? Or the FBI might really open up. I am now extremely traumatized, and probably dead. Yoike. I have a harem of video game girls. All of them are lesbians though. As a male, this does nothing for me, but still. I now live with about 20 hot lesbians. So I'm fine with this. too. Your sexual fantasies don't involve you having sex in any way? I am God. I am suddenly able to shapeshift. I basically become an incubus/succubus and can seduce anyone, and I'm in incredible shape and get to sleep with a lot of people I know who don't really like or know each other, but happen to be having sex together, so that's fun. Oh, now I am trapped inside Rebel Wilson's tummy tum frown. Pitch perfect vor. Oh no. I will have my 4 anime MILFs to live with, life will be good then. Pretty dramatically. I now live in Hollywood and I am fuck buddies with BoJack. There would be so much cleanup involved. That depends. A lot of shit has to get invented/discovered for some of these fantasies to be possible. I now live with like 800 wolves. My sexual fantasies all include taking over a town with wolves. I get off with conquest. That's a lot of dragon cum. Well, I'm richer than Bill Gates, cause I wanna fuck robot who prints $100 every time I thrust. Homeless people have houses and I'm not a virgin and have a lot of fun. Unintended consequence, the government kidnaps you and the robot, forces you to fuck the robot all day every day. A lot of US Mint workers lose their jobs but you play an integral role in the economy. I guess I'd feel amazed but yet shameful, haha. Of course my scholarship paid in full. Well fuck, I'm a furry and an anime nerd so yeah, I ain't surviving. Pour one out for me bro, give me one last woo, and then pour one out for the tentacles too. That girl who worked at the Orange Julius in the town center mall in 1989 is probably going to have a lot of questions. She may also need medical attention. I'm not sure some of that was anatomically possible. Congratulations, there are forests of tentacle cocks everywhere and you're all cat girls. There is gonna be some hospital and possible jail time. Multiple life sentences, also death. I'd finally find love. Not for nothing, but if the energy you're putting out is I want to have sex but you tell yourself I just want someone to love me, those two things are not at all the same. If you just want to fuck, commit to that. If you actually want to find love, commit to that. The whole idea of the energy you put out might seem kind of new age bullshittery, but it changes, sometimes very subtly, but still noticeable. Your mannerisms and tone and all the other things people will judge you by. No one really responds well to I just want someone to love me when it is obvious you just want to fuck them in the butt. On the other hand, some people respond quite favorably to I just want to fuck and I'm not trying to sugarcoat it. Also there is a girl called Jill marching out there somewhere. Well shit, my fiance finally decided to wear thigh-high stockings and a plaid skirt. Stop it, my dick can only get so erect. 1. I'm finally a girl. 2. I am no longer a member of the human race. 3. I have abilities that don't follow the laws of physics. Flurries exist, so I'm good. Sounds cold. I wouldn't be a virgin anymore and maybe I'd be happy or satisfied with something I've done for once in my life. I get a hug. JK, I have 6 Mongolian slaves in my garage eating tires waiting for me to ram my rod into their paws. Oh, this is going very badly, for me and a few people. I'd have enough gay, furry boyfriends that are fictional coming to real life that I'd need a big, beautiful house, another fantasy I want to come true. Greater than vor. Less than. And hashtag X200B, no thanks. My ass is probably very sore and as a masochist this is scary and nice at the same time. I now have no female friends. Great. I now have a penis. I don't wanna really imagine what sort of massive upheaval would have taken place in 1980s America that would see 3 sexy female Russian infantry soldiers break into my bedroom while I was masturbating and demanding sex from my teenaged self. Damn. Guess I've been digested by a giantess. You should totally try size box then. I can't walk for the next month. No. For that fantasy, it's your arms that need to be broken, not your legs. My tutor is probably really embarrassed. Now I've had sex with a woman and double penetration from 2 guys. I'm sore. Let's see. Incest, lowly, slime babe, demon, basically everything but bondage. How do you think this would change my life? I get left alone and can watch The Office and Parks and Recreation 24/7. I still have a boring life. I'd finally be in a loving relationship. I might as well die, it would not be less brutal. My life would change for a full 30 seconds. Then it will go back to being boring.